on top.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, we'll just put them back in the same order.
All right.
Cool.
So we still have to do the observation one, right?
I think we did that one first.
No, we did
no,
we
this
did the one on the right side.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did the
Pathfinder
Pathfinder.
and the statue.
Then
Okay.
the observation.
All right, so we're coming down to 005. So we do have to draw a minimum of one card. We know what it's going to be.
That curse and get rid of it.
Do we want to draw any more?
We can only keep one, right? I guess we could draw your power thing and give it to you.
Okay. Was mine next?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, so I can make a pull, and this does help us with a swimming check. So it's it's an automatic star.
Make my shovel?
Both of those.
We haven't yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
And the shovel's only good for keys.
Yeah, which we haven't found any.
Key, digging, and stabbing. Wait, was the bone thing a digging one?
Yeah.
Oh, we probably don't need the shovel then.
So the only other thing we have to do is this observation one. I don't know that we'll need any of these items for those.
What we just did.
Oh yeah, you're right. We drew. Sorry. So I got to reveal the card. Yeah. All right.
Oh, we'll find out if we need it now.
Yeah. As you scrutinize the sandy beach, you spot strange yellowish globes.
Ooh. Can we dig them? Can we fight them?
Turtle eggs are half buried in the sand. They are too fragile to be carried around, but you could as well eat them here now. So what you can do is, if we do an eating skill check, or I guess it's a cooking skill check, we don't have to draw any cards, but we do have to get one success. We can take 3 cards from our discard randomly and shuffle them back into our action deck. So it's like replenishing our health.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But we have to get a star to be able to do that.
Right. And if we fail, the eggs break as we lift them. Either way, we're going to replace this card with a gold card, so we haven't seen what's left here.
Okay.
I wonder if the mom-parent turtles come back.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. So I guess it's whether or not we want to eat them. Oh, I guess we have to eat them, really.
I think we should probably just try to eat them. Right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we could just draw one card and...
Okay. So do we want to draw more than that?
I think we just draw one, because we're only putting 3 back in.
Oh, damn, I wish we knew how many stars were on your card. Because we saw your card already, right?
Oh, that's true.
I think you might have a star and a half. You think? Because I don't have any on mine. I only have a half.
It's probably only half star, though, because yours is a half star, Gabe's is a half star.
Oh, yeah.
We might have to draw 2. But then we're only putting 1 in
somebody's hand. That's okay, though. We want to discard some, because otherwise we increase the chances that we're going to draw a curse card, right? If the deck is only like 4 or 5 cards, because right now there's only 2 cards in the discard.
Yeah, but what I mean is we're like the net that we're gonna put back in. Well, it's really only value if we draw 1 card, because then we're taking 2 from our discard and putting them back in there, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't think. I mean, technically, we already know what it is, but we don't remember how many stars.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna be worth any more than a half a star.
What's the negative consequence?
The eggs break as you lift them. Their mouth-watering contents spill on the sand, and then that's it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like since we think that it's not a full star, we should just not draw any cards.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we're just putting 1 into the discard, and we're not going to get to put 3 back in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Okay.
it's...
Oh, it's 2 halves. What a lame.
Does that not count?
No. We have to match them with another card, half.
Oh, wow. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, but we didn't. What I was saying is we didn't have to draw that card.
Yeah, we have to draw. Oh yeah,
No, it
you're
says
right.
0.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well.
it's whatever. We already knew what it was.
Yeah,
so,
and we said that we weren't going to draw a card.
Yeah.
So it's not like I just messed up. Okay.
It's fine. It's okay.
All right. So.
But now we know. Now we know.
And then
That's
we just.
weird. You can't put the two halves together.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to match them with a second card.
Ugh, that's so garbage. So even if the halves are on different sides,
Right.
or like if the two halves are on the same side, you can't technically match them. So that's still not a full.
Yeah.
Ugh, garbage. All right, what's this?
The sand is covered with many fragments of turtle eggshells. You should be warned if somebody or something tried to come near you.
Okay.
I guess if you take a
Awesome.
rest action, then you get an automatic success, I guess.
What the
It's
hell's a rest action for?
Well, that's what's weird is there is no rest action icon on this card. So I wonder if there's certain actions you can do all the time, but it doesn't say that in the instructions at all.
Huh.
Because what would resting mean? Like, surely it would be putting cards back in the discard, but it doesn't say... Yeah, it doesn't say anything. I think we'd have to build something to have a rest action, maybe.
Oh, maybe like we build a little hammock or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's nothing else for us to do. We've done everything.
So before we go on, I will say there is one more thing we can do. And it has to do with the island.
Is it those stone things?
Take a look at the island and see if you can see something. On the island.
Is it this one thing going backwards? No.
No, because they connect with each other. It's nothing we've looked at already. It's something on the picture of the island itself. And it might be really hard to see because of the blurriness of the cards.
Is it this little turtle down here?
No.
Oh.
Is it this fog of war stuff?
No, I think that's snow.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was supposed to.
So I could just tell you because it's really hard for you guys to see. Do you want me just to tell you?
Yeah, what the hell is it?
Okay, look right here. You might have to use your M key, your magnifying glass. Oh no, that doesn't help at all. If you zoom way in, you can kind of make out 008.
What? No, I can't see that at all.
On this land tile here. You can kind of see the faint outline of numbers.
No, I legit can't see that.
Let me see if I can draw it. I'm terrible at drawing, but okay.
Is this part of this game?
Uh-huh. There's little island things you can find.
There's hidden actions?
No, there's hidden card numbers, that you can reveal if you find them.
What the fuck?
It's like, where's Waldo?
Exactly.
Except I do
this
find
is
Waldo.
called the Seventh Continent Bewilderbeast.
Oh, I can't draw on it.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Rachel. That's Rachel.
Yeah.
So you can see I'm drawing. I can't draw on the card itself.
I literally can't see anywhere that looks like 008 at all. Let me look up a picture of this card.
Yeah. If you look up Seventh Continent Demo, you'll see a PDF of it.
Print and play demo.
Yeah, that's what you want to look at, that PDF. You'll see, and then look at the 001 card. Well, you'll know it. It's the left half of the island. So if viewers at home, get your parents' permission and look on the internet and look up the print and play because you can't see crap on this terrible scanning job. Do you see it?
Nope. But I just can't believe it would be so invisible.
Well, these cards are
Like,
very detailed. This is a really bad. This is a really bad scan.
I feel like it's. Oh wait, no, I can kind of see like really faintly. It's like
It's like written in the grass.
It's like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 things right there. Wow, that's fucked up.
Okay. Jeez.
Can you see that now? That I pointed where it is?
Not really.
It almost looks like darker green. It's like a.
It looks. I can.
It
kind
looks
of,
like it says 303.
It
almost.
looks like 808 to me, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. It is 008 because the cards only go up to 17. So
that's part of this game then, is you
right.
gotta
Sometimes
find
you'll
hidden things.
exactly. There's hidden pictures or hidden numbers, hidden items sometimes on the pictures of the maps.
Yikes.
Well, thank you for telling us about that because
That
we
never would've
have
happened.
no way of seeing that. Yeah, that's
I knew
ridiculous.
I'd have to point it out because of how bad the image tiles are.
When you read the manual to play this game, does it?
Yeah,
give
it
you
does
an
say
idea that there's hidden.
it does say in the rule book that there may be other clues on the pictures itself, and then they show, and then it shows on there. It says spotting a hidden number. Some terrain and permanent event cards contain hidden numbers. When players find one, they may discard the card on which they spotted it and replace it with a card bearing that number.
Finn says, "I need LASIK for this game."
Yeah. Glitter on the ground nearby the rocks catches your eye. Oh, so you replace it with this card, and then now you have a new location to go to if you investigate. Which is
okay.
the magnifying glass.
Yeah, let's investigate that.
All right, so we got to draw at least 1 card.
Okay.
Do we want to draw more? I'm assuming we're all going over.
Yeah, we might as well. I feel like
None of our item cards, if we built them, would help with this, right? No.
It doesn't look like it.
no, I honestly don't think we need that shovel.
Yeah.
Can you just discard if you feel like you don't need it?
Oh yeah, and you never have to take a skill card. You can just let it discard.
Well, I feel like after we resolve this, we can throw the shovel away, probably. Just to get it back into the recycle cards.
Whoops.
Should we? Oh yeah, we know that that's my card.
Yeah, and
right
it doesn't.
there.
We don't need any stars, so it's just whether we want another card other than this one.
Well, probably not, because I'll probably take my card, right?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, I can't remember what it does.
So
For medical stuff, thinking shit, and whatever those rune chicken scratch things are.
it's actually deciphering rune chicken scratches. No, it's decipher.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we don't have any of
Any of
those
those,
things,
yeah.
though, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any skill checks with any of those. The only thing that would happen is if we investigate
Wait,
17.
Did we not have a thinking thing, though, before?
I believe Joe. Or no, you have a skill check you can do with thinking, where you take 5 cards from the deck.
Oh, okay.
And then Joe has one too, but I don't think it's his Nerves of Steel, but no one's gotten a red state card yet.
Yeah.
I don't know that I even need this card.
Yeah, you could just discard it.
Well, isn't that 17 that we're doing right now?
Right.
Okay.
So we're going to go
Well,
there now.
I mean, I can just discard it after if we don't need it, right?
Right. Okay.
Might as well just keep it.
So I'm shuffling
Serenity.
I'm shuffling the 17s because you can only draw one or the other. So you could replay this game and have a different card that comes up. Some of the cards are randomized when you draw them, so you don't always know what you're going to see. So we're searching and investigating. Ooh, we found an empty can of octopus flesh. Makes sense. You would give a lot to have a full one.
Would I?
So this is an automatically built item that we can take, and we might as well take it, right? Because
Yeah.
we get it no
It's
matter
good
what.
for wrenches and shovels.
Mechanic stuff or engineering something or digging. Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you want to take? Wait, who doesn't have an item? I would say let's give it to Joe.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he seems
'Cause
like an octopus kind of man.
You might have to throw away that shovel.
That's
I
true.
could combine it with a shovel and do a -3. Oh, I need a wrench though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is you automatically get this item, Joe. So you would put this dice on top of that,
Okay.
and then then just decide if or when you want to use it on a skill check.
Yeah, nice. Good job.
Okay.
All right. So that's it for that.
All right. Okay.
So now this is the hard part. We have to decide.
We don't have enough stuff. We gotta go.
It seems like we got to do this right skill check, right? Because we can draw extra cards.
Yeah. The thing is, we're gonna have to shuffle because it's at least 4, and we don't have 4 yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't use my special thing yet. So I say we should probably drop everything we don't want now and put it in the discard pile before we have to shuffle again in case we get that curse, because I won't be able to use my special think thing.
If we build my pole, we could do that, and then, but that would decrease by 1 and give us an automatic success. But then the question is, I don't think we want to decrease the number of cards we have to draw, right? We're going to just have to draw
we might not, but the building the wrench at all is good because it's going to make us reshuffle. So then I can use my card to make sure we take out the curse.
Joe can use his empty can in order to decrease this to 2 to build the pole.
Well, we kind of want to get to the shuffling part. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotcha.
So then I can use my 5 cards and try to get rid of the curse if it's there.
Right, I gotcha. So do we want to try to build my pole?
We could do that, but also I think if there's anything we think we're not going to use, we should get rid of it now so that it gets shuffled back in.
Okay, yeah, I got rid of my discard.
So I kind of feel like I'm going to throw away my scholar. And I'm going to keep my think card because that's the one I'm going to use to rearrange the deck.
So Joe, do you want to get rid of your shovel?
Okay. And that's in the discard?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm going to build the pole, which costs a minimum of 3. And that's our last 3 cards.
Ooh, that double star though. Oh, keep the shit out of that. Oh my god, a raft. Oh my god, we need that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, so I've got... I don't need any successes, so I automatically built the pole, and I can keep 1 card. What do I want to keep? The raft?
I keep the raft, yeah. Yeah, definitely keep that raft.
Damn, I wish we had the wood. That would have decreased our... Even though, how do you build a whole raft out of a cross? But whatever.
Happens.
Yeah.
So it's going to cost us to draw 5 cards. Ugh.
Well, let me use my think thing.
All right, so I shuffled the discard. So now we lose if we get the curse.
How many do you have to draw?
Well, I take 5 cards, and then I can keep 1.
And the others can...
either shuffle or discard the others.
Okay.
If I draw the curse, I can just discard it, though, right?
Yep, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. I mean, it seems cheesy, but, like, I don't mind using cheese to win. So...
I mean, it makes sense because you're kind of using your mind to kind of push back the sickness or the curse, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever we need to tell ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to take... You're taking the raft, right?
Yeah, I took it.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
I got it. Oh.
Okay.
It's back.
Not updating for me where things are.
Okay.
Sometimes, so I tried to move it from the middle, and it shot it off the table from your place. So that's weird.
Crazy. All right, so I reshuffled this deck. So you're drawing 5, right?
Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
And we're hoping for a curse card so we can discard it. Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Discard
okay.
that.
Well, discard that.
And then you get to keep 1.
Well, I'll just take this one probably, right?
Yeah, even though it's going to make you tired if this is possibly our last action.
I could deal with that because I can.
I think I have to keep it.
To.
It says you may add 1 to your hand. So unfortunately, I can't give it to you. But I don't mind being tired for the price of 2 stars. You know.
So the rest of these are going back.
Discard this, and then the rest of those go back in there. Yeah, and then we have to shuffle it.
Okay. All right, so that means we're not going to be cursed anytime soon.
Well, we're not gonna be cursed ever.
Yeah, that's right. We'll get to
This is
do
the
this.
last.
Yeah, so we could draw all 5 of these cards and not worry about curses. The question is, do we want to use 5 cards to draw and build a raft first? So, okay, so you guys see the raft here? This is the blue banner plus 5.
Yeah.
So if we do this swim check, we can go to 15 instead of 10. It might be someplace better.
Will we even be able to do that? Because to build the rafts, we're gonna have to use everything.
Yeah, so we would have to risk it.
If Joe helps you build it, it's 1 less, right?
Yeah. Or he could banish this card permanently for a -3.
Oh, and it would only be 2. That we should do that.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I get rid of the empty can?
Yeah, and I don't think it goes in this discard because it's a green adventure card. And
do we have anything that makes the sailing things lower? Is this one? Does this one do that? This does
too, yeah, and it gives us 3 auto successes on a sail check. Yeah, so this is going to be like huge. Okay.
How many? But it just gives you successes. It doesn't make it lower card draw.
Right.
Do we have something that?
I have a lower card draw. My pole is we built.
Oh, your pole is okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So those would be the last 2 things we'd be able to do, though.
Yeah. I think we'll have to leave the island one way or the other. We just have to decide if we want to do this big one, risky one, or the other one.
No, I think. Well,
Why would you want to do that one on the left?
Yeah, it's
harder for
in
every way.
All right, so Joe, you're decreasing my. You decreased my. So I only need to draw 2, right? Difficulty.
Right, I think we threw the can away for that.
Okay, so I'm drawing 2. I'm not going to draw more than that. So I flip. Oh wait, how many successes do I have to get? Dang it! Oh, none. Okay, good. Whew.
Oh wait, if we have that raft, can't we do something with this sand-covered shell thing? Can we get that star? Because we'll have the raft. This one down here.
If we rested. But see, the brown symbol means that you can use it to help you with an action.
Oh.
Whereas the white is actually taking that. For some reason, there's no rest icon anywhere, which is weird. But.
Okay.
So I did see how I can make a success because I can put these 2 cards together.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I can keep one of these. Do you guys want me to keep this one?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that'll decrease our difficulty.
Yeah, because we already have what, 4 stars to apply to.
Yeah.
4 from you, and then I have 2, so that's 6. How many do we need? 6.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So then, if we discard this learn by doing thing, then we only have to draw 1 card.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so we're doing the right-hand skill check, which is a minimum of 4. But I can decrease it by 3, so that's 1.
Okay, down to 1.
So we only have to draw 1, and then do we want to decrease it another 1?
Yeah, we might as well, because we can...
We have the stars as it is, 5.
I have 4. Oh, and you have 5,
2.
6.
Well, you won't have 4 if you discard your pole, right?
I don't need
No, he's not going to discard it.
I don't need to discard it. I just
durability thing,
I just decrease it by 1 durability, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that gives us -1 difficulty plus an extra star, so we have 6 stars altogether. Oh yeah.
Raft.
And we did use the raft once. So now we've used the raft. We've beaten the skill check without having to draw any cards, right?
Yep. And then I'm going to discard my thing. I'm tired. What do I do?
Oh, so you take this tired card, which basically flips over. And what that means is that anytime someone draws a state effect card, which we haven't drawn any, you have to discard energy from the life deck. But as an action, you can do a rest action. There's the rest action.
Oh, okay.
To return this to the supply. So basically...
can I rest with you with the
raft?
Oh,
yeah, you can rest on the raft and get rid of your tired card, yeah.
Okay. But will we do that after we resolve whatever this thing? Okay. So I'll be tired after the trip.
Right. So the question is, guys, do we want to read card 10 or do we want to use the raft ability to read card 15?
15?
Yeah, it seems like it'll be much better with the raft, right?
Okay.
Hell yeah. We made it to the island.
Off you go for the 7th continent. You launch your raft and drift further and further away from the islet. Pushed by rear currents, you move forward at a fast pace. After some time, you start making out the wild coast of the 7th continent. Discard all cards from the board. Congratulations, you have mastered the demo and are about to reach arrival site number 1 on the 7th continent.
Yes! We did it! Wait, can we look at what...
Oh, what 10 would have been?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, might as well.
It's like, you got stuck on a turtle.
Ooh, pushed by the rear currents, you sail the open sea at a fast pace. After a long time, you start making out the wild coast of the 7th continent. All characters involved are tired.
Oh, so you start the game tired.
Oh, and you reach arrival site 3 on the 7th continent.
Oh,
so it's a different starting location.
Is this like the prequel thing?
I think
to, like,
so.
The main game?
Yeah,
I think
so. Some kind of lead up, it looks like.
That's neat.
Yeah, so let's see what would happen if we had gotten 11, which was the other side of the island.
Oh, yeah.
Galapagos Express. You swim away from the islet surrounded by several sea turtles you lean on when you start to feel tired. After a long time, you start making out the wild coast of the 7th continent. Discard all cards from the board. You've mastered the demo and are about to reach site number 2. That's interesting.
What does 12 do?
Yeah,
That's the real...
bad.
Dead.
Yeah. You all die at sea.
Ooh, you're terrified and tired. You're reaching the open sea at a fast pace right up until you feel the first cramps. You start to panic. Luckily, you see an islet in the distance. With the last effort, you should be there safe and sound. All characters involved get terrified and tired. Put the 001 card in play. All characters involved.
Oh my god. You
So
have
we
to
have to
start
start
over
over.
on a new island. Wow.
This islet, you don't even make it to the 7th continent.
Yeah.
Rude.
That's funny.
That
Yeah.
is funny, though. I love how they were like, a new islet. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, it's a different one. With there's a grave in the same place, and there's this turtle over here.
Yeah.
What's going on? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I can see how that would be much more fun on, like, a bigger map.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I did feel like it was pretty satisfying even as a small map.
Yeah. It at least shows you how the skill checks work. And, I mean, if you think about it, like so basically on the bigger campaign, you would get to keep these items until you use them all. And so you would have several choices like, oh, do we want to use our raft here? We only have 2 more uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you use it to rest, right? You can use it to add successes to a rest action, which helps you get rid of bad conditions. So there's a lot more. And there's other cool things on the main campaign that you get to do. Like, for example, there's little fishing holes. And if you're successful at fishing, it lets you put cards back in your life force deck, your action deck.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you can hunt and gather and survive and learn how to, live off the land and replenish your hit points.
Nice.
I don't understand the letter. So was there never a 4 times 1 turtle?
So here's the weird thing. There is a card, number 16, and I have no idea how you get it. But when you walk around, so basically when you get it, you catch a turtle or something, and it gives you 8 successes on a sea action. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's one of these randoms cards. No?
Was there another turtle card?
Because we caught the one chance we got.
What was
We
the
did
13?
catch it.
Did we look at 13? The one where we just go about our business instead of catching it?
No, we did do that. We caught it, and then it said, actually, no, you didn't. It got away. And then we went on to 13 because it still got away.
Yeah, so
Really
it seems like we've done every single action. I have no idea how you would get to card 17.
Flawed game.
Or 16. Yeah, unless there's something I'm not seeing.
Is 14?
Well, what about 14?
14 is the other. So 14 was the other worshipping the idol card. So you shuffle and you only draw
this
1.
Golden 17 one? Oh. Wow, it's legitimately just not here.
Nice creators.
Oh, yeah, so that's
Is it in the grass?
Is it hidden?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure
hidden
out.
in the ocean. Maybe.
What are these like stone things that we didn't do? These Act 1 card plus 0 things.
Where?
The
that's
things
if
down
you
in the corner.
Make something using stone. Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think those have to do with the terrain type or like the level of the island. I don't know. I don't know why there's a skill check down there. I tried to find the answers for that in the rule book, and they didn't mention what was. See, in the rule book, the island pictures look different. So I think maybe these were like an early prototype, and they had different icons and stuff that aren't used anymore.
Hmm.
Wow.
Were there any cards we didn't see in the deck?
Oh, hey, I figured this out, guys. If you have the raft and you do this skill check, you get to flip over card 16.
Where does it say that?
No, remember so if you succeed at this harder skill check, right, you could either do 11 or you can add 5 to that with the raft.
Oh my goodness.
No, wait, that's not right because it doesn't have a banner on it.
Yeah,
that's true, yeah.
Yeah, so it's still...
Like this one does. So I wonder if we...
Is there one that adds 6 somehow? With the banner one?
I don't see it on any card, right?
I think we don't have like a +1.
I'm starting to understand why this game's not out yet.
Well, and I think they printed this demo like way early.
Oh, well there you go. We play tested it for them and found
exactly. So how do you get to? I'm gonna do a search while we're talking. If you guys want to talk about something about the game, I'll look up how to get card 16.
Yeah, rather than take a little break, we could just kind of roll into final thoughts and maybe just end 10-15 early, since it's kind of that kind of night.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Deb?
I liked it. I thought it was neat. I had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only thing that was frustrating was like the fact that there was a secret thing that we literally couldn't see. That was weird.
I have a big problem with that.
In person, it would have been cool, especially if we had known in the beginning, like, oh yeah, make sure you look at the art and notice stuff because there's possibly things you can do. That would have been neat if the art was like higher res in here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what
Did you find it?
This is what the clue is, apparently. When you read the letter, it says 4 times 1 turtle. The turtle card number where we saw the turtle is 4. You multiply that by 4 and it's 16, and then so you can replace it with 16.
Know that? You still have to get to it somehow.
Do you just do it by saying like, let's do this 4 times or something? Or
well, so it says catch 4 times 1 turtle, but what's annoying that doesn't make sense is you have to then know that when you get to the number 4 card that has the turtle on it, you then know you have to multiply that number numerically by 4, and then you can replace it with this card.
That's weird.
No, I don't get it. How I know 4 times 4.
Yeah.
I know how you get there.
Yeah.
You walk around the turtle trying not to look like a threat. At the very last moment, you hurl yourself at it and manage to grab its rear legs.
Mm-hmm.
Startled, the turtle drags you for a few yards until you let go.
How do you actually get there according to the rules? How do you actually
change I think what they're saying is you were supposed to read this letter, right? And see that it says 4 times 1 turtle. And then when you get to the turtle card, which is the number 4 adventure card, you're then supposed... Well, it's 3 on this one, sorry. If you rush to him and don't catch him. Then you realize, oh, this is card number 4. They must mean that I multiply that by 4. 4 times 4 equals 16, and then I get this card.
That's so fucked. I don't know like what kind of special bullshit that is.
I get the math. I just don't know how you can say I'm now doing this.
I'm just gonna do card 16 now. Yeah, that seems weird. It seems weird. Like, is there not like a companion thing with this that says like, oh, by the way, if you happen to have someone in your group say this key phrase, like you're allowed to do this.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to know unless somebody in your group knows, like, oh yeah, that's the thing we can do.
Yeah.
It seems
I
like
know. That's the one thing.
Saying that, like, oh, by the way, my superhero has like infinity strength, and I just get this now. It's like, wait, what? How?
Oh, by the way, we also could explore. Remember when we explored and we found the can? You can explore again and get the other green card.
You can explore that again?
Yeah, and likewise, we can pray again, too. we could have prayed a second time.
Oh, so you can you can do the actions more than once.
As long as there's still a card for
Right,
it.
but then the last card is a gold card, so once you reveal the gold card, that's the last action you can do there, which actually would have made us tired here. And that would have sucked.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Oh.
And
well, we got lucky.
Yeah, the other prey action was actually worse. It was terrible. It makes everybody tired and terrified.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, and you take a curse and put it back in the action deck.
When I tap my hero, the 8 is on its side, so it's an infinity. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I gotta... Yeah, I mean, I think they said, the designers have said, there's things we're going to fix in the game to make it a little clearer. The only thing I think they left was that there are hidden numbers on the islands. I don't know that they did this weird turtle thing
that was interesting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we said that like a million times. We were like, okay, we got to get 4 turtles. So we knew we were looking out for like 4 turtles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
And then I think I said something about like, oh, let's catch him again, but I was like,
yeah, and it's weird how you,
like,
you can't do it again. And then, so there's definitely some wonky things. I love the idea that of the push your luck mechanic with your life force. I think that'll become even more terrifying, intense if the island is bigger and you don't know how much further you have till your adventure's done.
Yeah, we were very conservative.
Yeah, I think the real game has a life point deck of like 50.
Oh, okay.
So you have a huge life force at first, but you've also got to try to explore the island and figure out where the clues are.
Also, if I didn't have that card, we would have instantly lost.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got really lucky on that card too.
Yeah.
With pulling the curse was the first card after we reshuffled, so would have just been over.
I think one of the viewers, Joesty, I think or something, was just like, "Yeah, this isn't my thing." And I think I kind of like that review.
Yeah.
A little. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is kind of why, like I did it for Star Wars, Gabe knows this. When there's big enough movies, I don't want to know anything. Like, I don't even like when people say, oh, I'm not going to tell you anything, but it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Because you go into it, and I'm not blaming Gabe, but I know you mentioned it once, and then you mentioned it to me off camera that this was like, kind of like Time Stories, but people are saying it's better. And so I was expecting like that storytelling element, and this doesn't get you nearly as involved in the story. I mean, the story was basically, oh, you're cursed explorers, and you got to lift it. I mean, I don't think it came anywhere near Time Stories, in my opinion.
Well, I think the story would probably build bigger in the bigger deck, but I do think most of it will be events that kind of happen to you as you explore the island. Yeah, not really necessarily giving you like a full narrative.
Yeah, because I feel like Time Stories is a bit more Dungeons and Dragons in that the game is good or not because you're really engaged in the story, not
right.
Doing cool moves.
I actually feel like this game would do well having a person specifically dedicated to be like the DM that knows like secret things you can do.
Right.
True.
It's like, oh, well, can we just multiply this random number by 4 to get a different card? It's like, actually, you can.
Yeah, it's kind of, it is interesting. And I've even played Time Stories before where I've run it, and it seems like it kind of goes better because of, especially when people are first learning those kind of games, there is some wonkiness. And what's funny is I think this is another game made by the French, and so is Time Stories. So it's kind of interesting they build these kind of weird game mechanics that are kind of story based, but then they also have these rules that it's like, how do we interpret this?
Right.
Someone's got to go through.
It's a bit clunky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
a bit.
I think it's clunky because the medium doesn't really cater to that style of storytelling. I think it's clever because it's definitely more like, ooh, what if we do this? Ooh, this thing is written here. Is that a thing we can do? Like, it definitely caters to the more like outside the box thinking.
Yeah, and the
players.
Yeah, it's more of a free, open kind of style.
Just that there's not really a platform that you can do that with without having somebody on the outside that knows that you can do that.
Yeah. Well, one thing
because even if it was a video game, there would have to be some visual clue that was like clickable or something.
Right.
Because I was trying to think, like, what if they
like
made this a
games.
game version? Would it be any better? But no, it wouldn't, because either your mouse icon would change. If you like moused over the 008, it would be like, oh, you want to go here? It's like, oh, okay. You can just get around that by just moving your mouse across the whole map and seeing when it changes.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And the same thing with the turtles would be like, well, how would you know? It would have to be like when you flip over the turtle card, there would be some part on the card that you'd have to click that'd be like, multiply this by 4 or something.
Yeah.
Or like drag the note onto that card and then it turns into card 16 or something.
Well, and one of the reviews I read said that what's really cool is sometimes you'll discover something and like an item, and then you'll say, oh, this is the item that we used to go back over here, so now we can go back over here. So there's a lot of like chain reaction stuff that ends up happening that kind of makes the game sort of start to snowball and become more exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
As you're playing,
kind of like how we pulled the raft, and then we're like, oh, okay, now we got our next like 3 moves planned. Because we know we have to craft this, but we have to sacrifice this, and we got to throw out all these cards, and then.
Yeah, I could see that.
And the cool thing about the save game feature is crazy, because what you do is you take off all the map tiles except for the one that you're on, and everything else you put back. You basically put back in the normal places, and then the next time you start the game, you actually only start on the map tile that you started. And if you explore out from there, the island could actually look completely different than the last time you played.
Oh, okay, I see.
So everything gets randomized back together except for the tile that you're on. So every time you start back up a game that you have, you get to keep your items and things, but you don't. But you could have a completely different map you're looking at. Somewhat, I think. It could be a little randomized still.
That's neat.
Which is pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still kind of processing a little bit, but yeah, very different, I guess. Maybe that's all it is. Just because it's so different doesn't mean I should say, oh, it's not my thing or it's a bad game or anything.
Yeah.
But
it's definitely a different style of game. I think it's and then there's also the added, just like with Time Stories, once you play a scenario, once you play through the game, there really isn't replay value, except sometimes some of these cards are randomized. So you don't know what you're getting every time. And the curses, each time you play, there's a different curse, so it may change how you interact with the island in different ways.
I think just for this specific scenario, there's not a lot of variation, obviously, because it's like a free trial. I think it would have served them a little bit better to maybe put a little bit more variation in here.
Yeah, and then just say, hey, you don't get to play it this time, but you could replay it again and see how it could be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I know that not having replayability is a huge turnoff for people.
Right.
Especially if it's like a $40 game or something.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, well, fuck. Like,
sure.
One time of playing is not worth $40.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you're the kind of person who has money to burn, in which case, like, hey, how you doing?
Here's my number.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it was like a party game, if you were the kind of person who just like watching people experience a game, I could see you bringing it around to like different parties you went to and being that DM person, be like, do you guys want to take a look at the map a little bit closer, or you maybe you multiply some turtles this time? I don't know.
That is funny. It could benefit from a DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it would be kind of interesting, and it would be cool if they started making games like, I know Descent has one player playing the Overlord. There's lots of one versus many games, but it would be cool to have games that have more of a supportive role that's not necessarily adversarial.
Yeah. Even if the dude that was the DM was like, oh, okay, I get to roll a die to see which card you guys get.
Right,
like,
right.
It wouldn't be that involved. It might not feel that great, but it would still be kind of fit that like DM role where, some secrets that they don't know, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think being a DM takes a different kind of personality as well. It's not all about like, I'm the winner, I'm the one that's fighting. It's more like, hey, I get to help you guys walk through this cool experience, and it would be a cool like pass it on kind of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, DM Lite. It does kind of feel like it could be a DM Lite sort of scenario. But,
yeah. It would be cool if they had games like that. They would figure out ways. It's sort of like the puzzle room dilemma, right? Like if you own a puzzle room location, you've got a puzzle room that could be very popular at the beginning, but it's never going to be as popular as at the beginning because eventually people, you everybody's
go with
seen
your
it.
friends and you just kind of like watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it would be cool if there was a way of adding some kind of variability. So even you go back and play it again, it's going to be different, even though it's technically the same theme or something. If they could kind of build that in, I think that's something where digital games versus board games are always going to have an advantage. Like for example, with the new Lord of the Rings card game coming out, they could add a ton of variability that you can't do with the physical components, or update them, FAQ them, fix them, that kind of thing.
I think that once VR gets to a better, more accessible point, that tabletop games are going to be so, like, I don't know, they're just going to be fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Because you could just like set it up on your kitchen table, like everyone puts their little headset on or whatever.
Yeah.
And you've got your friend halfway across the country playing on their table, and then everyone's just taking turns or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
You can look around and see their avatars and whatever. I don't know. I think it'll be really neat.
The big money makers, I think that's even like the big video game money makers are the ones that you can play that are a bit less, that you can play on multiple platforms. Like I could play this on my phone. It's not that demanding.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see VR board games kind of going.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that a lot more developers don't make official packs for Tabletop Simulator, because
oh yeah,
it's like the Steam of this. You should just make a stupid DLC pack for it. It's like charge $5 for the damn thing, and then everybody has to buy it to play it. And
microtransaction and make a ton. Like I'd pay $2 for a lot of stuff, like this little game here and that little game there.
I mean, I'd pay $5 to like have an official like legendary, pack. Not just even the base game, and then my 4 friends also have to pay $5. So then it's like $25 for that to be able to play. But it's got like resets and auto set up the board sort of shit, and you don't have to worry about sorting your cards or storing anything or losing stuff, or people having Cheeto hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Worst kind of people.
Yeah.
As I was just mentioning, random house cat destruction.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
exactly.
Yeah.
After
so,
all your setup.
I'm just a little surprised that there isn't like an official sort of platform for this, that all the devs kind of come together, and the fact that they haven't taken advantage of something that like already exists. I know some devs do, but I feel like more really should, especially with the whole Gloomhaven debacle where people can't even buy the damn game.
Yeah, and it's
gonna get to the point where it's like, okay, cool, I don't even want to play it anymore because I've been waiting 3 years to get a copy, and it's just more stress than it's worth, and that's really shitty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and you can have like moving little figures too. I mean, yeah, it's probably not as cool as having a physical copy of Gloomhaven, but you could have even cooler little characters that you can put on the board because they can move and they can shoot at each other or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's been one of those things where it's like people who release role-playing rule books. I understand why they don't want to give people PDF copies as well. But if I had a PDF copy after as part of my purchase of the physical book, it would make my life so much easier.
Yeah.
But then you have to trust people not to pirate it, and
all you have to do is give a one-time use code in the book.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But then that might increase printing costs because it's one page is different in every manual or whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know.
It seems like if you could have a career for really good modders, and say, look, we'll make demo versions. That way people can try the game out, and you just buy whatever you need to and say, here's the demo, play the demo. It's not like the real game, but you get a sense of it, and you could hire people to mod a quick demo.
Yeah.
Scan the cards in, and I don't know, that could be a whole new career. We just job created.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that some of these modders probably, you know, do think that this is a valid way to go. It's a matter of just getting the companies to agree that that is worth investing in. And it's not even like it would cost that much. It's not really a full-time position. You do it once and then you're done unless you have to update stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it
that's
could be
true.
some promotion even for people that have ideas for games, but like I don't have the money to manufacture a hard copy game in mass and
Yeah. But imagine how many dollars you'd miss out with those profitable Kickstarter campaigns.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
and it's weird too with this game. They're like, yeah, we're not printing this ever. You won't ever be able to find it anywhere. It's in stores. It doesn't make it. It's not cost effective for us to print it. Which I don't know
Yeah.
why. I mean, these are all really just cards and some tokens, but it's
Yeah, I don't
weird that
know.
they're having manufacturing issues where they don't want to do it. So, what's going to be the point after they're all sold out? Going digitally would be the best option because they've already got the digital files on a
Yeah.
computer somewhere. Yeah, it would make sense to make even
I
more
mean,
money.
obviously they need higher res
Yeah,
stuff than this, but I imagine
Yeah.
this is just did some random person put
I
this
think
together?
so.
Or
I
was it the
think
company?
I think a user, not the actual company, put it together because they said they got it from the demo kit, which anybody can download the
Oh, okay.
PDF demo kit. Yeah, I think this person just.
But this is still enough. Like I would even be fine with, oh, I get the cards aren't high res, but I still got to demo a game before spending money on it. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do that too. I
Just
like that
drawing
too.
that 008 a little bit clearer.
That's true. Now, if you have an element like that, you better make sure that card at least was high res.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But I know that there's been a few card games and things that Gabe and I have played that I was really glad because it's gone both ways. Like, oh, I don't want to play that again.
Yeah.
It's got some rule element or something that drove me nuts.
But that prevents you from having negative reviews about your product too. If people just play the demo and they're like,
That's
okay,
true.
it's not worth buying, then they're not pissed off on Amazon writing a hate-filled like, God damn it, this fucking RNG with damn dice, I hate this game.
Now
this
let me
broke
create
up me and my
a new account.
15-year husband.
I'm gonna pretend to be another person and continue to bash this game.
Yeah. It's just like a one and done. Oh, it was free. I don't really care. Like whatever, it sucked. I'm not gonna play it again. But I'm also not gonna talk about it negatively. So it seems like a win-win.
But they're going there. I think Gabe and I have been really keeping our eye on the Lord of the Rings one that they've been showing.
Yeah.
On what's the Twitch channel? FFI Games Final
Right.
Fantasy or
Fantasy Flight Games
Fantasy
Interactive.
Flight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And they're making it very.
Well, Fantasy Flight is a huge company, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They have a bunch of fucking games.
They
have Arkham?
They just opened up an interactive. Yeah, that's the company that makes Arkham, all their
okay.
Arkham stuff. They opened up their digital platform as a company, and that company has made all of their digital stuff so far, like the Descent apps where you can play cooperatively and things like that. And now they're like a fully fledged like arm of Fantasy Flight, and they're going to be making the Lord of the Rings card game into digital form.
Cool.
Yeah, which is
Where are
awesome.
they based?
It doesn't even look like cards. You still play digitally, but they make it really.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's I think they're in Wisconsin, right? Didn't one of the streamers say they were in Wisconsin?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so there's lots of it's really interesting the idea of, and then of course we're playing a physical game really, right, in a digital format, but it's still kind of a physical game, so it's kind of an interesting.
Think of all the things you could do. You could even have voice acting for all these cards. Like you flip it over and it reads something dramatically. You move a card into a little slot and it reads the little flavor text in a cool accent or whatever.
Yeah, the Fantasy Flight does that.
Does it?
Like Arwen comes out and she has a line when her card's played, and
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even Hearthstone does that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah. I don't know. There's so much potential. So much wasted potential on all these games. I'm just gonna learn how to do it all. I'll just do one really good mod and be like, all right, you guys take it from here. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Unless anybody else had anything extra.
be back next week, we think, right?
Yeah.
The Gloomhaven
Yeah,
campaign.
with Gloomhaven.
Yeah, and we're in the middle of a
which is in such
momentous...
high demand right now, chat.
Yeah.
Is this Gloomhaven? No. No, it's not.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
But we will be back with Gloomhaven next week for sure, and we'll be hopefully keeping our momentum going in our awesome second stage.
Good start to it
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it works out. Because this is basically our best plan.
Yeah, this is the best one we got.
Nikki pulled a complete Leroy, and we somehow pulled her back, and
Yeah.
Kept her
She's
alive.
still
Yeah.
alive. Yeah.
She's still
true.
there,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
I know we're gonna have to log on a little earlier and make sure we remember where the hell we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's definitely gonna take me a second to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
Once
for
we get
sure.
back into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see all of you guys back here next week, and be ready to do some more Gloomhavening. And check out the other Misscliks programs throughout the week, and then our VODs will be up as usual on Monday by 11:30. So you'll be able to get those then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you all later.
Bye.